Hi everyone. So I am going to try to get my writing habits back into track as well as trying to make these little videos. Um, I haven't started editing them, or again, I'm most of the time I'm just speaking right out of my mind. So there is a lot of ahs, ohs, and mistakes, all of it, and I'm trying to stay as real as possible. I'm hoping practice will make it perfect. So, last I said, I am still yet to write a story, and I will. And right now, I am looking for a job. Well, like everybody else, COVID has affected me, life has affected me. It has been an interesting life so far. I enjoy every moment with it. Well, sometimes I do kick and scream, we all do. But then, I don't think I will trade anything for everything that has happened in life. I understand that right now, this moment, I'm sitting here and I'm saying this because of not just who I am as I was born, but also the experiences that I have lived. So I am a total sum of what and who I born as, along with every single experience I have gone through, every single person I have met and talked to. So I want to talk about something that is a little bit interesting. You know, Joseph Campbell, he's written a book called Hero's Journey. If you look at it, almost every story, every movie, anything and everything you will see, including our own lives, the way, meaning not the whole life as is, but if you take a certain event, we seem to follow it. And it's amazing that he captured that. So the essence of the book goes like this. There is three acts in storytelling. So the act one is where the protagonist is called to an adventure and accepts the adventure. Usually it is someone reluctant, our hero we are talking about. Um, the first act, the rules, it's about setting the premises. The rules of the world is set and established, and at the end of act one we will have the inciting incident. So we have our hero established, we have our premise established, and at the end of act one we will have the trigger event. Now act two, the protagonist looks for every comfortable way to solve the problem. Sounds familiar? We do the same thing. We kick and scream and we try to avoid problems. He says about comfortable way to solve the problem, not just think of solving. We try everything. I mean, personally, I would try a plethora of things that I know is not going to work from my life experiences, but I will still try. My therapist calls it going to the dry well, looking for water over and over and over. But sometimes we have to go to the dry well to make sure that there is no water, and it becomes the fire that ignites us to go make a change. So by the end of Act 2, meaning the climax, that our hero learns what it is really going to take to solve the problem. This act includes rock bottom, the lowest of the low. So the hero and all of us will start mighty and I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna do it, all kinds of things. I'll give you an example. Last year, not last year, the year before last, October, I was taken to court and for the custody of my kids being taken away from me. And I sat there and I was looking and I could not believe it. There was justice, but then there was court and lawyers and judges and evidence and hearsay, and at the end of the day, there was no justice. And I will say that was my act two of that story. Now that I tried everything comfortable to solve that, but it is not solved. And I admit my defeat. That's my lowest of low. And I know what it takes, what it demands. And it is completely uncomfortable. Trust me. But you don't have a way around it. There is no getting to Act 3 without going through the Act 2. Now, Act 3, our hero needs to prove that he or she has learned a lesson. Usually, willingness to prove this at all cost. This is where we start thinking about sacrifices, and we start comparing the price we have to pay for what we need to do. This is all about redemption. Don't get hung up on this word. So here, the hero or heroine is enlightened character knowing what to do to resolve the conflict. So we have a conflict, and then we try to solve the conflict using everything that is easy, and then realize we can't. And the third starts with us showing, that is showcasing mainly to ourselves itself, that we are willing to take whatever it takes. We are willing to do whatever it takes to solve this problem. And that is where the character is called enlightened. This character knows what to do now. But when he says that, I mean, the author, Mr. Campbell, says that he's not saying that this hero of ours knows everything, no. But he's willing to do whatever it takes. That's the thing. That's the attitude. Now, if you look at our lives, you can break everything down into these three scenarios. And I bet each and every one of us have done this multiple times without even realizing it. And why am I bringing it up today? I'm bringing it up today to say that being aware of these three acts, and trust me, I think every writer probably knows about this. Every movie script writer knows about this. So by being aware of it, when an event happens, if you practice it enough, if you think of it enough, you will think, all right, Act 1, Act 2, let's go. And Act 3, let's go. From personal experience, I have noticed that the impact has been a bit more, I can handle them. That's the best way to describe it. It doesn't take life away from me. And there are lots of events that happens in our lives. Divorce, custody loss, losing parents, losing friends, heartbreak, and job loss. We can just keep going. So what I want to say is, try to see through that, Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3. I'll write them down along with the video so that you can look through it and experiment with it. Try to take something small and see what's Act 1 in it, and what is Act 2 you can do, and then what is Act 3. When I say act, I'm not meaning like an actor act, I'm meaning an action. Give it a try. It has saved my life in so many different ways. It has saved so many people's life in different ways. And I love you all. I am a writer. I'm an artist. I write, I paint, and I'm an engineer, and I love all three. No matter what anyone says to me, I think we all have a social responsibility. I don't expect me to be anything. I'm not anything. I'm nothing. But if a word of mine helps someone else, then I find joy in it. It's a very selfish thing. And I really hope we all help each other. All right? I love all of you and see you next time. Bye.